I mean, you're a very rational person, so
That's true.
Right, but I mean, obviously, when emotions are involved, then you're not nearly as rational. It's not like you can calculate within a relationship. But I didn't, and I was okay with it. I turned that, like, whatever frustrations I had at what happened into, cool, I'm gonna go ahead and turn this into a positive energy, and then here comes the podcast, here comes the publishing company, here comes the, like, these things that I wanted to accomplish. I just went ahead and did them. So I don't know. It
That's
didn't
true.
hit me. Yeah,
I
no,
mean,
that's not to say. Don't get me wrong. That's not to say I wasn't sad. Like, there was definitely. I would have days where I was just like a little bit on the sadder side or down, but I wasn't sitting there like crying with like a bowl of ice cream or anything.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, let's keep it pushing.
That definitely takes a little bit of emotional development to turn that energy into something else, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like going through a hard situation, and it's like you get that upset feeling, that sad feeling, that down feeling, and like some people stay there, right? Some people decide to stay there, become emotionally stunted, like you told me I was years ago.
Shout out to me from years ago.
Yeah, no, but that really helped me out, because it's like
you came to a realization, and you were able to move forward once you realized it.
Right. Like there are a lot of situations that stunt people emotionally.
Yeah.
And they get stuck there. I mean, depression is a much bigger thing than specific situations, but some people do allow specific situations to get them into a depression.
Right. And like just define them, I guess, they're like new situation. But yeah, I don't know. Like I didn't, and I was like, if like by crying, am I really gonna feel better? Like, no. I always feel crappy after. It like ruins my entire day. Like my nose is gonna be stuffy the entire day. I'm gonna be tired. I'm gonna feel exhausted. And I was like, nah. Like I don't have a whole day to waste.
You sleep good though.
Yeah.
After a good crying session.
Do you?
I do.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel exhausted. But yeah, again, like if that's your way of expression, that's great, and I'm sure that's gonna change as I get older too. I feel like that happens. Like as you get older, there's different things that kind of you experience different things, so you associate different things with those feelings that would make you cry.
Right. There's different thresholds that
triggers.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah, and one of the things that I've been thinking about recently, because I'm like, damn, sometimes I care so much about something.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you get frustrated, and it's like immediately you're burnt out.
Yeah.
That's one of those things that I've put together recently, and I'm like, well, I mean, it's definitely an issue in how you express yourself in a situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you can repeatedly tell people, hey, sort of the taking somebody to the water, but you can't make them drink.
Yeah.
So like if the water's right there, it's like, dude, the water's right there. And then if they don't want to drink it, then it's like,
on them.
Yeah, and it's on them. And then it's your reaction to that, right?
Mm-hmm.
That makes you look like a compassionate person, like an asshole. Like you can continuously be nice to them and be like, hey, water's right there. Water's right there. And then some people just like burn out, and it's like, God, dude, the water's right there. You know what I'm saying? And it's expressing yourself in that way that you have to learn to control. But it, situation after situation, you just end up getting burnt out real fast. Mm-hmm. Right?
What's a situation where you got burnt out like that?
So many. I mean, Manny goes through it like daily, I imagine, right? Like you're in the hospital, and you've got specific cases where it's like you want to try to help the situation, but there's nothing you can do, or like you've tried everything, or it's just a patient that is unwilling to be helpful, right? It's like you get that burnout.
Oh yeah, some situations are definitely frustrating enough.
Right. And